Everyone, Steven with Herd Homes Real Estate here in Orange County, California. And in today's episode of the podcast, I want to talk to you about what your daily schedule should look like. So I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 different time segments of things that you should be doing, elaborate a little bit on them, and then we'll do some further videos really going into detail on these activities later on. So let's go into it. Step number 1 on your schedule every day, the first thing is role playing and practicing your scripts. The better you get at your scripts, the better your conversations are, the better your conversion is, the easier your life and your business is. It's literally that simple. So all that looks like, I start my day between 8 and 8:30, hop on the phone with another agent, practice maybe an expired listing script, a follow-up script, some objections, talk it out with them, and just seek to get better. Super simple. I'll do some videos on how to properly role play later on. Number 2 on your schedule is lead generate for 2 hours. Now, nobody starts with 2 hours. Okay, so let's just be clear on that. You don't go to the gym and start at CrossFit. You start on the treadmill. So that might look like 10 minutes a day for the next 3 days, then 15 minutes and 20 minutes, and then within a month you're in an hour, and 2 months you're in 2 hours. So just be realistic with yourselves. I don't know anyone who started day 1 2 hours, right? So just kind of, build that momentum. But here's what lead generation might look like. Number 1, cold calling. Circle dialing into neighborhoods that you just sold properties in, or that someone in your company just sold properties in, and seeing if anyone in the neighborhood wants to sell. The best cold calling data I have found is with Vulcan 7, and I'll post a link here in the description of where you can sign up for that. Second thing you might be calling is expired listings and for sale by owners. Then you might move on to internet leads if you pay for internet leads, whether that's Zillow, Realtor.com, Google, pay-per-click leads, which are great leads, by the way, so definitely look into those. And then you might be looking into some things to do for your sphere. So that might be going onto social media, commenting on their posts, sending them birthday messages, calling them and saying happy birthday, wishing them a happy home anniversary if they bought a home last year. So these are some prospecting strategies for staying in touch with your past clients. They're definitely good strategies, and they can be part of your lead generation session. And then from there, you're kind of moving on to following up, staying on top of your leads, following up with your nurturers, people who are in the future, people who are now, and just doing that lead follow-up, because about 68% of your appointments, according to the Tom Ferry organization, when they interviewed their top people, will come from lead follow-up. So that's part of your 2 hours if you run out of leads, but for the most part, you want it to be all new leads, okay? Step number 3 in your schedule is administrative work. So, hey, I get in, I role play from 8:30 to 9, from 9 to 11, I am lead generating, and then from 11 to 12, that's my administrative work. That's where I work through what are the core tasks that I need to do that are going to drive my business forward today and drive my transactions forward. I'm not talking about working on your website. I'm not talking about checking out your photo and editing it and doing all these things that are really not paid activities. They're low dollar producing hour activities. Personally, I would reserve those for the evening. Okay, during the day, you need to work. You need to work on building your business, and the only work in real estate is lead generation. That's the only thing that you actually get paid to do. If you stop doing that, you stop getting paid. Does that make sense? So administrative work is from 11 to 12. You really want that to be a very small part of your day. And then maybe take a lunch from 12 to 1, re-energize, disconnect from your phone for a little bit. And then in the afternoon, it's really simple. Step number 5 is you're basically either going to go on appointments if you have a listing appointment or a buyer appointment or a showing appointment. So that's what your afternoon's going to look like. You really want to block off that morning schedule so that you can be focused, you can be accomplished. And when you do it in the morning, there's a much more chance you're going to do it consistently. And that's the key. If you do it 30 days in a row, you will get absolutely no results. Your life is going to be terrible in real estate. But if you do it every day for the next 3 to 5 years, your life is going to be absolutely amazing in real estate. So what gets done consistently is where the rewards are at, not occasionally. So if you have appointments, go ahead and go through that. And if not, then you're just going to do additional prospecting and lead follow-up. You might go out and knock on some doors. And you might go out and drop flyers off to your farm area. Heck, you might host an open house on a vacant listing. You might cold call agents from out of the area and ask for if you could be their agent referral relationship partner. You might call all these different places of ways you can get leads and things you can do, but your afternoon, if you don't have appointments, you're doing additional lead follow-up. So that's the 5 things that you need to make sure are in your daily schedule. Those are the core activities. If you're doing those, you're going to earn a high income. If you're not doing those, you're going to earn a low income. And this business is so much hardship, trial, and heartaches that it doesn't make sense to do it for a low income. You might as well just go get another job where you're already going to earn a low income but have way less stress and responsibility. Doesn't make sense if you're making less than $150,000 a year for the amount of pain that you're going to have to endure to be successful in this business. That's just being honest. The last bonus tip after those 5 steps is preview homes. So what I would do, and what I do is I pick a city in my area. So I'm in Orange County, California. Cities are like Irvine, San Clemente, Dana Point, Mission Viejo, Laguna Niguel, Anaheim, and I'll pick a city, and for 90 days, I'll preview every home in that city. If it's a vacant listing, it's easy, just go inside. If it's not vacant or difficult to show, I just drive by it and I look at the MLS details. But you want to really become a master of your market. So I might add in 3 to 5 previews every day in my city just to make sure that I'm staying on top of the market. That way, when I meet with a buyer, when I meet with a seller, I have a really good grasp of the market. I know the comps in their neighborhood. I know what's happening, how quickly homes are selling, and I'm much more likely to convert them. So this is 5 steps plus a bonus tip to building your daily schedule. If you have any other activities that you would add to this, please comment below if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. And also, please like and subscribe to this post so I can put together more amazing trainings and content for you guys and gals. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.